Welcome to Betrayal at House on the Hill. This is using the Vassal engine, so it's a little different to what we normally do here, since it's effectively a board game that has been emulated in this Vassal software, which you'll be able to find instructions online easily enough on how to use it. It's fairly complicated, and this will not be a tutorial for how to use Vassal. I'd say you can find tutorials elsewhere, but we are going to use Vassal to actually play the game. And for this board game, it is a kind of co-op board game for Betrayal, and the idea is that we're four explorers that are set to explore a haunted house, and we're going to explore this house and pick up items for a while, and at some point, what is known as the haunt, when the haunt actually happens, one of us, but no one knows who yet, but one of us will be declared the traitor. And he'll be given his own secret set of objectives, and we'll, as the and the other players who are the heroes at that point, then have their own set of objectives, and it becomes a 3 versus 1 in this case because there's 4 of us here, and that's kind of how the game will play out. Now, in the house here, you can see there's the entrance hall, which I've got in the centre of my screen here. To the left is the basement landing. And over to the right, hidden a little bit, is the upper landing. Most of this will be cleared out of the way, you should be able to see when we actually start playing. But let's introduce our players for this evening. And so, player 1 is Darren Flash Williams. That is actually me. I'm Fireweaver, and I will be playing the fastest character in the game. But he's a little bit weak in other things, but yeah, with my super speed, I'm hoping to fly around this house and get things done. And set in player 2 is Ox Bellows. So who on my Ventrilo is playing as Ox Bellows? Hello.
Hello, it's the Ossisaurus.
Okay, so it looks like your character's quite strong and mighty. But mostly a fairly all-round balanced character, right?
Yeah, Ox Bellows has got a he had a career as a weightlifter, and then he injured himself and had to get into exploring haunted houses. It was the only viable income source left for him, really. I
see. Well, being Flash, I'm there to take photographs, but player 3, Missy Gibor, and let's introduce Missy to us. Hello, Missy.
Hello, it's Caleth, and yeah, Missy de Board. She's my woman. She's got somebody's head in her hand. I don't know who it is. She used to be an assassin. Now she's a haunted house expert, or trying to be an expert. She's not really very good at anything. But she's not really shit at anything either. Apart from she's not very sane.
Oh, okay. So she's a bit of an all-rounder here. And you can see the character sheets over on my right. And finally, playing as Zoe Ingstrom.
Meow.
Hello. Introduce yourself more than meow.
Hellcat. It's Hellcat. And I don't go into the backstory. Other than he's got the Missy's got the head, I cut the head off the body. The character has a sword, apparently.
Yeah, it seems to be. Zoe Ingstrom here, fairly sane, but we'll find out soon enough. The person who's the least sane amongst us is probably playing as the most sane character, but that's fine. Other than that, fairly all round. These will come into play a bit later on the different stats, whether it's speed, might, sanity, knowledge. But I'm actually going to close all but my own for now, just because they clog up a lot of the screen. And I think we're going to go player 1, 2, 3, 4 as our order of play here.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, well...
Yeah.
For those that are watching, this will be...
Just means you go first.
This will be a fairly long game, so I'll probably cut this into a few parts on the video in editing, but that will be fine. But yeah, it should be just a fine, relaxed board game for us to play, so Are we ready to get started, everyone?
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fantastic. So,
Alright.
as player 1, I've got a speed of 6. It means I can move up to 6 places. And I'm this red guy here, and I can move around the house. And I think I'm going to go straight upstairs, actually. So if I just jump over here, that's 4 squares. And for my 5th move, I'm going to go into this empty space on the left-hand side here. And for going to the left-hand space, I go to the tiles here. And, well, this one is an upper tile that is straight up on the top of the deck here. And I'm going to place it here. So I'm in a dusty hallway. Oh, that dust. Ugh. Okay, but it's a safe hallway for now, so that's good. Alright, but that ends my turn. Discovering a new room ends my turn. Okay, so player 2.
That would be me. I am going to go here and do the same.
Okay, and you've discovered the organ room. Dum dum dum. The organ room has a symbol in it, which you can see, which is swirly. I think you're adjusting how it looks, but that's good. And it has an event in there. So draw an event card for me, please. Okay.
Got the card. Whoops. You feel a body under your foot. Before you can leap away from it, you're knocked over. A giggling voice runs away from you. Oh my god.
Well, this would turn over all your item cards and shuffle them. Player to your right randomly discards one of them, and you can turn them up again. Now, thankfully for you, that doesn't do anything because we don't have any item cards. So there's no whoopsie for you.
Indeed.
Okay, I assume that ends your
That's
turn.
me done.
Yep.
Right, okay. Okay, I'll go to the basement then.
You go to the basement from the foyer, actually, but yeah.
From the foyer, okay, I'm in the... Yeah, alright.
Just in case that affects your speed.
Yeah. Oh, my speed is 5, so I'm only slightly slower than you.
Oh, okay, cool. And you'll need to draw a board card as well.
Indeed I will. However, my screen is slightly frozen, so when it's unfrozen I can do that.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, there's a bit of lag sometimes in the game. We've noticed that quite a bit when we played in our test game last week.
Yeah, it hit a couple of times. It's not too bad and it doesn't happen too often, but there you go.
It was quite amusing. In our test game, Calaf became the traitor, and I pretty much committed suicide in one of the rooms. Calaf then grabbed my corpse and chucked it into a pit to win the game. So that was fun.
I sacrificed him, yes, it was a good victory. It smelt, it tasted good. Okay, right, so I'm moving in the basement up there, and I will have a new card, which will be a great hallway, a creaky hallway. It's got some broken floorboards and a settee in it. Yeah.
No
Someone
events,
else's go.
Yeah, Hellcat, it's your turn.
Bollocks all in there.
Right, so I'm going to go and take a step to the right. I'll place the tile down first.
Okay. Oh, you found the mystic elevator. Okay. You'll have to rotate it about a bit, but not flip it. Rotate it. Okay, so for this room, you roll 2 dice, and you can move this room to any floor whenever you enter this place. So you need to roll 2 dice. You rolled a 0, so you take 1 damage of any kind of physical. So you choose between speed and might, Hellcat. Or you're player 4, aren't you? And you've chosen to take
my speed.
some damage in speed. Yep, I can see that.
Yep, and then I've got to place the elevator against the basement anywhere and put myself with it.
Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's a dangerous
Yeah.
elevator. I guess that's the end of your turn, and it'll be my turn again. Well, it's come alone upstairs, but I can manage. So from the dusty hallway here, I'm going to go up, and this is able to be an upper floor tile. So I'm in a statuary corridor. It looks fairly messy in here, but what's more to note is an event is about to happen. So let's grab an event card. What the ... As you look back the way you came, you see nothing. Just empty fog and mist where a room used to be. Pick up the tile for the room you are in, after setting everything on it aside. Put it somewhere else on the same level of the house, so its door is attached to a different unexplored doorway, and put everything back set aside. If there is an unexplored doorway on this level, move the room to a different level. So, let's move my character first so it doesn't bug the game, and I guess I'll just flip and go down this way.
Alright, so it's my turn. I'm gonna double back and go to the right.
Okay. I've got 2 of your character again, but hopefully that will sync and work in a minute. Oh, you entered the
game room.
And
Need to flip it back.
yeah. And then you're going to get an event as well. So you've got webs. Go on.
Webs. Casually, you reach up to brush some webs aside, but they won't brush away. They cling. Oh my god. You must attempt a might roll. 4+ you break free, gain 4 might, and discard this card.
It's 1 might.
Character
4
keeps-
might?
keep
No.
this card.
It's 1 might.
Oh, plus might. What? Oh, 1 might. Ooh. Read it wrong. If you're stuck, you can't attack, move, or use an item until you're free once during an explorer's turn. Any explorer can attempt to free you. Come and save me, guys! You can also attempt this roll. 4+ succeeds. Anyone failing an attempt can't move for the rest of the turn. After 3 unsuccessful attempts, you break free anyway. So, okay.
Okay. So yeah, you get to roll against your might. How many might do you have?
I've got 5 might, so I get 5 dice.
Okay. And you...
It's safe, man.
Okay. Well, I believe that's relative, but yeah. In your webby game room.
Well, I gain 1 might, and Ox Bellows loves his might.
That's true. You did gain a might.
And I'm done.
Right, yeah, my go. I'm gonna grab myself and explore beyond the Great Hallway. And it is gonna be
Ooh,
the junk room. Oh shit, when you're exiting you must attempt a might roll of 3+. If you fail, lose 1 speed. And that is our first point of haunt. Is that a haunt?
Ooh, hon.
It's
What's
a,
it?
no, not
Omen.
necessarily.
Omen.
It's an omen card, so you'll need to draw an omen card here. The spirit board.
Okay. A board with letters and numbers to call the dead. Before you move during your turn, you can look at the top tile of the room stack. If you use the spirit board after the haunt has been revealed, the traitor can move any number of monsters 1 space closer to you. If you are the traitor, you don't have to move those monsters. If there is no traitor, all monsters move 1 space closer to you. So it does nothing because there are no monsters, no one's the traitor. But we make a haunt roll.
Although you can look at the top tile of the room stack before you move during your turn. So it's kind of like I think an item. So you get to keep the spirit board in your player hand, Caliph. And as long as you don't keep it when the haunt kicks off, and you use it before then it's kind of safe to keep in your inventory. If you use it afterwards, then it's going to get dangerous, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then, yeah, we make a haunt roll now to see whether or not the haunt or a traitor is revealed. We've only got... That adds basically a counter of 1 to say that we've got 1 haunt. So as long as you roll above a 1 in the haunt roll, then we're good. So...
How many dice?
it's the haunt roll button.
That's right, isn't it?
There we go. Safely free from
Easy.
haunt. Yeah.